Thank you so much, Liesl. It is indeed Motivational Monday, and we are kicking off this Monday on a positive, expressive vibe, setting you up for a great week ahead. Now, we are back with one of our motivational guests this morning, Gary Dobkins. He's a strategist and leadership facilitator, and is here to talk to us about the importance of leadership, how to lead with your hands, your mind, and your heart. He's also the co-founder of the company Towerstone. Gary, nice to have you back with us. Our previous chat that we had, you unpacked a little bit leadership, what exactly that is, and how to identify the need, or to identify the need that, in terms of having to or wanting to be somewhere instead of having to be somewhere.
Yes, yeah.
Now, how do you reach that point?
Yeah, as we said, we talked about brand ambassadorship.
That's it.
And how do leaders inspire those behaviors that are truly representative of the organization? And this is actually leadership's hardest job, because you can't tell people how to behave. They have to want to behave for themselves. So we use this simple example of the iceberg of behaviors, and that the behaviors that we can see are influenced by the things that we can't see. And those are people's values, the things that bring them to work every day. They're people's beliefs, how they've grown up and the truths that they know about. And unless a leader can connect at those deeper levels, they're not going to be able to inspire those behaviors. A nice example of this is in the construction and mining industries. Safety is such a crucial part of what they do. But you can't get people to behave safely by telling them you will follow the rules.
Yeah.
You need to explain to them and make them aware that you've got a family that you need to come home to every day that are dependent on you, and it's not going to happen unless you behave safely. So you're connecting with them at a deeper level, and that's really what inspires those behaviors that you're looking for.
So that really it needs to take action in your own mind as an individual.
Yes.
It's not something that somebody can tell you to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if I'm going to ask you to do something, first thing you're going to ask yourself is, well, what's in it for me? When you say what's in it for me,
human behavior.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's about saying, well, what's in it for me in terms of what do I believe, what are my values, what's important to me. So that's a crucial part of leadership.
So what are those points of being a good brand ambassador? What would you say?
Being a brand ambassador is really believing about the organization that you work for, and are those beliefs aligned to your beliefs? If they're not, then you're just living a false life. You're putting on a mask. If you're not living your values every day, then you're living two lives, and that's. Again, leadership's job is to understand what drives people's behaviors, what makes them tick, what's going on underneath the waterline that we can't see. Why do people behave the way they do? And it's difficult to see that, and it's difficult to change behaviors. And it's as I said, it's leadership's hardest job.
Exactly. It's a tough thing to do because, it's something we do every day. We don't think about, whether we want to do something or have to do something. We do it because we do it.
Yes,
but we need to really step back and feel like, okay, why am I doing this? Do I really want to do this? Or do I have to do this?
Yeah.
And as I say, it's a hard thing. You need to change it.
Absolutely. Values is something that we bandy the word around a lot. You go into a corporate reception, you see values put on a beautiful poster behind reception. But they don't mean anything unless you, as a leader, are role modeling those behaviors, unless you're showing the way, unless you're connecting with people at the deeper level around the behaviors that you expect of them that are representative of your organization.
So how would being a leader in turn affect you as a person and also those around you that you work with, not only at your work environment, but also in your family life?
Yeah, nice point, because we spoke about that leadership's not about your corporate title or the role that you have, but it's about in your own right as a personal leader. What role are you playing as a father to your kids in terms of your leadership? What leadership role are you playing in your community? What leadership role are you playing within the team that you work for? And again, it always comes back to what are those deep-seated beliefs and values that I have, and how am I living those values and beliefs every day? How am I behaving in accordance with what I'm truly about? And is that aligned to what my organization is about?
Okay. So really just taking that step back and just figuring out what you are doing and at what point you're on your life at the moment, and really trying to take that lead.
Correct.
I love that. Gary, thank you so much. We are spending much more time with you guys a little bit later on, motivating you on this Motivational Monday, but now something completely different, which will also motivate you. How would you like to win a 6-month supply of Omo Auto Liquid Detergent? That's very, very interesting and motivating.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.